touch that duck, that's mine. Come on, baby, throw the shit back. Hide. Come on, hide. Come on.
Order. All rise. Case number 67 in the matter of Caleb versus Xavier. Parties have been sworn in. You may now be seated.
Hello my idiots and welcome back to another YouTube video. As you can tell, I'm starting off this video with these glasses. Normally I start off with my judge glasses, but that's because I want us to get a little serious before we get into today's video. I'm going to address some controversy. Oh no, I had my first scandal! If you guys didn't see my last part of this series, that video caused some discourse, which I've already addressed in my community post. I've already said what I need to say, but I'm going to say it in a video so I can further prove my point and further establish some boundaries. There was people in my comments basically calling my content stupid and saying that I was causing unnecessary fan wars with this idea, this edit off idea. I honestly can't really even remember like what happened. I kind of blacked out at that point because I was like, what are we talking about? Why are we taking this so seriously? Basically, people were saying that I was causing fan wars in the Love and DEEPSPACE community by doing these videos because I'm pitting people against each other over like their things. There was like another point where like the cases were like not good enough, that I was just causing mischaracterization, whatever. I'm going to say something very seriously and I want you guys to listen to me. I am a 20-year-old college student who makes videos for fun. I make videos to get away from whatever I'm doing, just to have fun. I do it to entertain people and I do it because I love content creation. I do not do this seriously. Therefore, you do not come to my page to take my content seriously. Do you understand? I'm sorry if I'm talking to y'all like a mother, but this is just where I need to like get this out, so I need y'all to understand. This is never that serious. There is too many serious things going on in the world right now that my content should be fueling your fire or triggering you for any reason. I will say, I know what it's like to be in a fandom that I wholeheartedly will back one of my favorite characters with my life. Saying like when I was younger, like when I was like 15, I was back in Bakugo with like my life, bro, because people hated on Bakugo. However, I'm 20 now, so when I see people arguing over these non-fictional characters, it's baffling to me because they're not real. I have never played Love and DEEPSPACE. Therefore, this is just an outlet for people to brag on their favorite characters and try to convince a regular person like me to like one of their favorite characters. In the cases, some people might diss another character. However, it's not serious because they're not real. And for some reason, I remember I replied to a comment and someone were like, just because they're not real doesn't mean that and I'm like, guess what? They're not real. It's not serious. Like, none of this is serious. Okay? Yeah, so, like, there was people saying that my content was stupid and that the idea was stupid. I work hard on these videos. I edit for about 3 hours minimum, putting together, especially these heavy videos that involves, like, you know, overlays, editing, cutting, stuff like that. It takes me a while. I was so genuinely baffled that my comments were, like, fighting with each other. I was like, are y'all dead? Are y'all really? I cannot control what people say in the cases. I randomly pick cases based on the length and some keywords that I see. If I see people just talking about how the character's a freak, I'm not really going to, like, put that case in. If I see they're doing a lengthy story, I'm gonna put that case in the video. I cannot control what they say though. So I don't know if these characters are being mischaracterized. I don't know if they're telling me the truth. That's the point. I'm a judge. I'm getting presented evidence and I have to make my best judgment of who I like better, basically. So do not argue in my comments saying how the cases were trash or how this character is trash or da-da-da-da-da. It's not meant to cause fan wars. This is all meant to be in good fun to convince a random person like me to like your favorite character. Do you understand? I really hope that people watch this part of the video. Otherwise, if I see any arguments or any negative things in my comment section, I promise you will be immediately getting blocked. I don't care. Now, of course, this is only to a select few people. Most of you guys love the series. You guys have mentioned on my community posts when I address this situation to not stop doing the series because you guys love it. Therefore, I'm bringing it back. I'm just saying. So I do appreciate your guys' support for those who have been nice about me doing this series. I know you guys have missed these glasses. I know I haven't. It is Xavier versus Caleb. Now, if you're not aware, Caleb was at the very bottom of the list for me when I was reacting to like character edits and people would send me Love and Deep Space characters. Caleb was at the very bottom for me.
I don't know what it is. I think it's his voice is not matching his vibe to me. Comparing him to Zane, I think Zane is still up there.
However, the very first video, Caleb against Zane, Caleb won me over, not gonna lie, so he's moved on to the next round. Xavier has always been at my top. Always.
I already know where I'm gonna put him on this tier list, but I'm gonna keep reacting for the sake of this video.
This is his first time in the courtroom, and he's against Caleb. So we're gonna see how this pans out. I'm not gonna be biased. I'm gonna be a good judge and be unbiased. First, we're going to review the cases for each the plaintiff and defendant. There's a total of 6 for each to make it even. First, let's review Xavier cases. Not gonna lie, there's a lot of reading for these cases, so I'm gonna put my actual glasses back on. First case. Xavier is so amazing, let me tell you. Tell me. He's often called boring because he's always sleepy, but he's sleepy for a reason. This guy is centuries old. What? You wanna know what he's been doing the entire time? Crossing dimensions looking for MC after she got reincarnated. The more he does it, the more his life energy gets drained, which is what makes him tired all the time. But he won't stop until he finds the purpose of his existence, the MC. Personality-wise, he's so caring, respectful, and loving towards the MC. He's like a golden retriever, always is by her side for everything, and would literally give up a kingdom for her. He gets jealous easily, but not in a toxic way. He just pouts and thrives for MC's attention even more. Also, he always has the steamiest cards, even though he seems timid. Okay, so he's centuries old. That means he's like hundreds and hundreds of years old. I like an older man. This man has been traveling through dimensions for centuries, searching for the MC after she got reincarnated, which slowly drained away his power. He's so sleepy in the game because he's literally slowly killing his life source just to find her. Now that he has her, he's not letting go. He's jealous and possessive of the MC in all the right ways. He's literally traveled through time and space to save you. He's a prince, hence a gentleman, and knows how to treat you right. He's an astrology nerd with over 10 diplomas. He's your colleague and the strongest deep space hunter. He lives on the floor right above you and can teleport. Hello? So you can always count on him. He reads a lot, knows how to play the piano, and animals love him. He's cute and soft, but don't let that fool you. He wants you to see... What? Oh my god, my dyslexia. He wants you to see him as harm... Okay. You guys can read the rest. I can't read for some reason. This is impossible, Tiana. But if I had to explain why Xavier is superior, he never believed he would be loved, and that makes him eternally grateful for every shred of affection you show him. Oh, he will never ask for love outright. He'll waste away quietly rather than bother someone with his needs. But if you show him love, any love, he's going to make it worth it. That was a really beautiful way to write that. I don't know why. I really like that. Xavier is our man, our king. He can fight, he tries his best, and have you heard his voice lines? There we go. For you when he was on the spaceship searching for you. Oh, celestial body of mine. Had me weak, it's not funny. And he's so damn bad for you, and he's such an interesting plotline. Even if you don't choose him, just know he's still number 1 in my heart. Only to be rivaled by Caleb, I can't even lie. Xavier is cute, soft, and fluffy. He's a calm and grounding love interest that is more than what he lets on. He's a wolf in sheep's clothing. He strikes when you least expect it. He a jelly? What? And proud, but incredibly loving partner, even if he hides his pain for you. I can't really explain things well, so there's that. Honestly, some solid cases. I already liked Xavier just based on like his edits. But these cases, he's centuries old, all because he's been draining his life energy just to find me. He's eternally grateful for the love I show him. He's a gentleman, kind, caring. He's perfect. He's perfect. Next, we'll review the defendant's cases. Caleb.
Players, Caleb Gurley's included, often mischaracterize him as selfish, borderline obsessive character, which I think couldn't be further from the truth. Caleb is bubbly, slightly cheeky, and endlessly hopeful for a safer life. In a better world, he'd be the perfect male wife and most selfless friend. I like him because he feels the most realistic out of all the Love and Deep Space characters, men, due to his struggles and lack of power over his life. He doesn't have riches like Silas or the privileges of a god royalty to sacrifice something big for MC like Raphael or Xavier. Caleb only has his mortal body and mind to offer, and he willingly gives them up. Spoiler maybe? Just so MC doesn't be experimented on again. He might seem a darker, less healthy character than the rest, but that's because his mind is being erased with each passing second, and he has to rush MC's safety before potentially losing his humanity. Whoa, this is interesting. Lore-wise, he doesn't have the time to grow your relationship more organically, so the things players call him yandere for are actually his final acts of love.
That, or maybe I just have a thing for men in uniform. Okay, that's a solid case. Okay. Caleb is kind of playful and protective while also having a darker and intense side to him. He provides for the MC by always sacrificing himself to meet her needs. He is very possessive due to his yearning for the MC while also showing a gentler side.
Not sure what is wrong with most people writing those deeply misleading messages, so I took it upon myself to write one. Caleb is for the people who think they are undeserving of love, who think they are too much. He will do anything to make sure you feel loved, appreciated, and provided for. He's not perfect, but for you, he will strive to be because he is only human and with the curse of mortality. He needs you to need him even more than breeding itself, devoting his entire life to you without expecting anything in return. Maybe it's because I love you a little more than you realize. He's the summer days, that makes you feel like you're truly living. The warmth of the sun that ever so gently kiss your face, and the breeze who gives you wings like the birds in the sky being free.
That was poetic. Okay. Caleb is for one hot in anything he wears. What? Y'all have to start using punctuation, bro. I'm dyslexic. Caleb, for one, is hot in anything he wears, especially in the mullet and glasses. He also has pure love and devotion for MC. He's a big yearner in a good way. Since you guys have known each other for years, he is shown to be kind, protective, and playful, often seeking to make the MC happy. In the past, when you guys were growing up together, he had many admirers, but he always turned them away. Case closed, Judge Tiana. Solid case.
Hi, so Caleb is our childhood friend. Everyone thought he was dead, but 2 years later, he suddenly reappears, which makes his bond with the MC so much deeper and more intense. People call him a yandere, but I don't fully agree. Beneath everything, he's incredibly sensitive and quietly devoted. He needs the MC not in a possessive way, but because she's his safe space, his reason to keep going. He hides his vulnerability out of fear that she might pity him or that they'll be torn apart again. Even though he acts bubbly and carefree, I'm sure he's carrying so much inside. He's written countless letters to her just in case something happens to him during a mission and he never comes back.
That's sad.
He even placed a generated picture of them together inside the necklace she gave him, so if he dies, he can at least see her face one last time.
That is actually crazy.
Caleb feels the most tangible out of everyone for me. He's someone who represents the bittersweet feeling of nostalgia found in distant childhood memories, warm summers, and earthy scent of rain. Our radiant sun who doesn't stop at anything to conjure up a big toothy smile on our lips. Our dimmed flame that once innocently blazed with dreams of exploring the world. Our brave protector who gives and keeps on giving, who doesn't feel deserving of receiving anything in return, who selflessly sacrifices himself, his very own being, body, mind, memories for us, piece by piece, until there's almost nothing left. He cares the most about our happiness and our safety.
Are you guys poets or writers or something? Like, these are, wow. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. Both had great cases. And after reading Xavier's, I was like, yeah, no, like, Xavier's awesome. Nothing can top Xavier, you know? But Caleb's cases are fire. Like, that, I'm being heavily persuaded to Caleb. I'm not gonna lie. However, we remain unbiased because we still have more evidence. The edits. Okay, so I have gathered 5 pieces of evidence for both the plaintiff and defendant. Because we read Xavier's cases first, we're going to react to his edits first.
Yeah. It's possible. I won't be able to feel you anymore from now on. We don't stop halfway when it comes to these things, right?
Stop it.
Yo me pongo loco cuando tú me mueves culo. Mi nombre.
What's going on?
Yo me pongo loco cuando tú me mueves el culo. Mi nombre es Nicolás y ella grita. ¡Madura! Esto se fue mundial. A mí hay que bailarme todos los días. Tú no me puedes pichar. Yo soy que te va a gustar. Tú te pones de espalda. Que tu papi se quiere vaciar.
Another very solid piece of evidence, if I do say so myself. Enough. Right here, where he has the mullet, he looks really cute with the mullet. He looks real good with it. He low-key looks like a different person with a mullet. Is that just me? Right here. Yes. But we shall remain unbiased and move on to Caleb's edits.
XAVIER. And if you hear this and then go with your vibe, go with the news, baby, shake it to the max. With the degrees, turn up the berries to the max. Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max.
Oh. Oh. Ooh.
But you look exactly like someone I know.
Watch your mouth.
Solid.
Who could be more important? A girlfriend? I won't get a girlfriend.
What?
I won't get a girlfriend. If you understand the situation, then let's go ahead and have a nice chat.
Those are all very solid pieces of evidence. I will say so myself. I will be back after deliberation with the final verdict. After a very, I was gonna lie and be like, after a very long deliberation, it was actually quite short. Actually, all I did was sit here and switch my glasses. In the case of XAVIER versus Caleb, I deem the defendant, Caleb, guilty. He will be moving on to the final round. Crazy how Caleb started from the very bottom and here he is up here. As much as I love XAVIER, I have to say, Caleb's cases really did it for him, and his edits only did it even better for him. You guys really pulled through to keep Caleb going from the very first part to now. Y'all sent some good cases, some good edits in between that time. I really like that Caleb is a human. He's not even like, he doesn't have like powers like the other ones. He's a human, childhood friends, what else? Like, the cases just explained him in such like a human way, and like in a relatable kind of way, and like explained him good. Y'all won me over. Caleb is going against Silas. So if you want to send using the same Google form in the description box below, you can send cases defending either Silas or Caleb, and your cases can go against the other. So if you're defending Silas, your case can be why Silas is better than Caleb, and vice versa. And then provide some awesome edits.
Order. All rise.